Hey guys, this is Dex. I wanted to make a quick video regarding what happened in STEPN these last 2 weeks or 3 weeks that were crazy. The China FUD and the pricing discrepancies between GST on Binance and GST on Sol. So the first thing that happened was STEPN allowed a new chain, the Binance chain, and on May 11th, you can see the price. May 12th is about $10. Now, if you compare that to GST on the Sol chain, you're only making about $3. So you're making about 3 times more on the Binance network. The problem is that Binance is not that easy to get to if you're a newbie in crypto. So to take advantage of this sort of discrepancy, you pretty much had to have at least shoes to have 9 energy and be quick. I think the problem that I saw with it, if you look on the graph here on GST, is when GST on April 17th started climbing all the way to $9, the devs just started to crush it. You know, they decided to start using GMT to mint, and you saw them affect the price, and GST just comes crashing down to $4. At the same time, if you go down to the Binance Smart Chain, it's at $10 at May 18th. May 20th, it's still it goes to $12. Okay. May 22, it's $18. Okay, you think they're going to do something about it because it's $18? Nope, nothing yet. 24, it hits 24, we're at $27. By May, and if you compare that to the GST on the Sol chain, by May 12th, we're breaking under $3.20. And it's just a free fall from there. So what's going on is basically people from the Sol chain are going to the Binance chain, FOMOing in, and no one's really burning or doing things on Sol. Every FOMO into Binance because you're just making more. So if you think about it, if you're making 100 GST, if you have 9 sneakers, you make 100 GST. That's $2. Let's say it's $2 on the Binance chain. You're only making, $200 compared to $2,000 or so on the Binance chain. So you see the price difference, the problem there. So you got to keep people happy. You can't let everyone flock to the Binance chain. First of all these people FOMOing in late got wrecked. So what happened was on Binance by the 26th, when they announced the China was going to be kicked out of STEPN, they're going to disable the GPS. Well, all the China users, which is about 5%, and where all they decided to liquidate all their shoes, dump them on the market. So that's why all the shoes were just crazy low pricing. As GST started crashing on Binance all the way down to, it went down from 24 to 17 to 13, to 10, and people buying it at 13. Some of these shoes, still got wrecked because it's still falling. And on the Binance, on the Sol chain, price, and they started bouncing back up. It's still $1.80. So, my point is, the devs can't be greedy. They're not in it for the long haul, in my opinion at this point, because they're getting profits from all that minting. So they were getting profits when people were minting 7 mints already. They were still making money because they get 4% of those mints. So, floor on Binance is $5,000, $9,000 per walker, multiply that by 4%. Obviously, they don't want to do anything about it because they're making all this money from the commissions. And on the Sol side, it's not even profitable to mint anymore. The Sol sneakers were crashing. They're not making any money. So of course they want this to keep happening, you know? So, you know, if you're going to be crushing the Sol price, you kind of have to put those price controls in the Binance Smart Chain, because it overall gives a negative effect to the network effect of people joining the Sol network. Now, am I going to tell my friend to start walking in STEPN when I see a GST price on BSC at 27 versus a price on Sol for $2? No, because they would kill me once they get wrecked and ROI back on those shoes, you know? So, is STEPN A Ponzi? I think, you know, I don't think so at this point. I think the prices have stabilized and GST on Binance is finally crashing down back to earth. So it's going back. But I think people in the community on Discord have to be vocal and tell the developers to make it somewhat, have like 5x discrepancies in price between two chains. You know, GST can't be $2 or less than $2 on one chain and $27 on another chain. You know, you have to start doing something about that, because basically everyone starts moving from one chain to the other, FOMO's in and gets wrecked and has a bad experience and don't want to play the game anymore because they got, you know, they got liquidated in a sense. So it has to be somewhat of a level price, you know, and I totally disagree that people join the game just to walk. You know, I think if you're a runner and you already walk and jog, then that's okay. You know, that's okay because that's your thing. But, you know, people are walking and stepping because they're making $100 or $200 a day walking, or $50, you know, and at some point when that incentive, financial incentive to walk goes away, they're going to do different things like bike or, you know, go to the gym and other things, because, you know, frankly, 9 shoes, you know, 45 minutes is somewhat of a long time to walk. That's going to take away from other things during the day, you know, unless you have nothing else to do. But, you know, once you start hitting 9+ shoes, you know, 13 shoes, I don't know, 30 shoes, that's a lot of energy to walk a day. Even with 9 right now, I'm still kind of finding it hard to balance and going to the gym and doing the other things I got to do, and also work, you know. So that's the thing. So I think if we're going to play this game, just be vocal to the developers and keep it somewhat fair to the entry-level people, so they can make back their ROI on their shoes, you know, because if they can't make their ROI back, then they're going to have a negative experience. They're not going to tell their friends about it to get yourself into a Ponzi, right? So I wouldn't do that. So I'm just trying to break this out to you guys and explain to you clearly what's going on here. And you know, right now it's not about the GMT, because GMT is like $1. So these developers are making their money on the commissions of minting shoes. That's my theory. Now, do your own research. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But someone in Reddit broke it down, and the math seems right. You know, if the floor is $5,000 on Binance for a shoe, one shoe, and people are minting them 7 times and able to sell them, they're making a lot of money on commissions compared to usually you mint twice on Sol. You can see this, and it's not profitable anymore to mint. So people aren't minting after 2 mints. You know, the price doesn't make any sense. But on Binance, you can see they're minting all 7 mints, you know, and the mint price goes up. So people are still buying those mints, so it's still profitable. So that was the problem. So I hope that helps everyone. Still making money, I think, if you look at the chart right now, STEPN's GST is at 180. I think if you're making $1.80 or $1, right? And you have 9 shoes like I do, which is about like 190 to 100 GST a day. That's, you know, I would walk, you know, I'll walk to make 90 bucks a day or 200 bucks a day. That's still fair, you know, but if it starts getting too low, then does it make sense? I'm not really sure, you know, that's up to the person, you know. So that's all for now, and I hope that helps you guys. Peace.